It defaulted to Civ 6, which, understandably, you know, I'm mostly a Civ 6 player. We've all been there. Just like your mom. We've all been there. Destroyed. Bro had me thinking there was Civ 6 content. I know, bro. Misled. Bruh. Well, time to cry in a corner after that 6 bird. This is false advertising. Your mom is false advertising because I thought she was a lady. Turns out she's a lady. Anyway, hold on. Brutal mode. I'll make that text a little smaller. Make it do this. And this. We give it a little jazz it up. Hey, we're jazzing it up, baby. Are you ready to jazz it up? This will be called Livestream Early Access. Mom says hi, but she wants you to come. We do photonic nanoparticles, so less likely weapons and more like quantum computing devices. Ooh, can you photonically nano print me a girlfriend? Ha ha! Ha ha! I made a gamer joke. All right, I'm going to export this bad boy. I want promotion for your channel. Click to reply. How do I ban you? You are banned. No promotion on my channel. Get thee out the fuck. Okay? Out the fuck. All right, YouTube. I need to get a little. We'll get started here in a moment. Hold on. Also, any hypers in chat? A little hype? We get a little hype in chat? I want a little hype in the chat. Send me beautiful things. So do you guys want to play the game that I started, or do you want to do the story? I want to hear your thoughts. All right, we got hype in the chat. We're loving it. Can I make you? Oh, repeat your questions. Repeating questions is fine, okay? Don't spam your question, okay? If your question goes off screen, like a reasonable screen size, you can just, you know, repeat it. It's fine. Ain't no big deal. It's fine. If you do the story, do the last mission. Now, I think we're just gonna do a random game. That's how I like to do it. I don't want to spoil the story for people. So I'm gonna leave it the way that it is. Welcome to YouTube Studio. Thanks, YouTube Studio. I use you literally every day. So I don't need to go deep. Stop teaching me things that I know. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have podcasts. God damn it, YouTube. How do I go to the... Thank you. I don't have... There we go. Alrighty. We go to analytics. Your mom's a big fan of those. Woo yeah. Sorry. I'm in a mood today. I'm in a bitey, silly mood. Sure. Boom. Aggressive mid-roll ads. Let's do it. Hyper poggers. Restream combined chats. How do I pop out the restream combined chats? Restream, you're an evil demon. What if I put you up here? That totally doesn't work. Okay, I need to stop watching my own stream on multiple platforms. Hold on, because that's just going to eat my bandwidth. And I don't have that much bandwidth to begin with, all right? In case you didn't know. Also, just read on Reddit, Tina Fey apparently got that scar on her face when some dude randomly attacked her when she was a kid. And she was just playing in her front garden. It was crazy. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna pop my little Discord up there. I'm gonna pop this window over there. I'm gonna pop out my chat. Gadoodle. You've 1080p bandwidth? Your mom's got 7-inch bandwidth. Why did I say that? Why am I like this? Guys, I have a problem. Why am I like this? How's your mom doing, Sajor? I ask myself that every day. I don't know why the mom jokes are so funny to me. I literally cannot explain it. Thank you so much. Is this live? It is live. All right, I'm gonna talk about the game that I made. So I made a new world, Archipelago. It has islands, megafauna, world seals, new thing. Wondrous past, regenerating infestations, gigantism. So the marauders are going to be tough as nails. It also, I also made a faction. What was his name? His name was like Potato McSquawker. Yeah, the heirs of the dinosaurs. So, Tome of the Horde, avians. Light-footed, elusive, sharp-eyes, adaptable, reavers, prolific, swarmers, reclaimers with the magelock rifle and archery. So that's going to be fun. And I already loaded the game up. It's all on super brutal, mega hard. Everything is cranked to the maximum difficulty. Give us some mom jokes then. No. So, welcome to the Giga map. Again, I would like to just zoom in all the way. Okay, this is like a normal size map, okay? This like area. Welcome to the Giga map. Hello, nurse. There are 9 other players. And we are playing the Reavers. We like to do a little bit of conquering. Oh yeah. All right, we like to get a little killing going. So, what do we got here? We got ourselves the Observer. Ooh, kind of a cool unit. It's like a little bubble. At least we didn't start underground. Yeah, I don't want to start underground. This is a pretty cool unit. It's got like a little anchor. It can mark enemies, so it doesn't actually have an attack. 45. I was doing my my best impression of the cream of the crop. Anyone remember who that wrestler is? 10 points to Gryffindor, or whichever house you identify with, if you recognize the cream of the crop. I'm the cream of the crop. Okay. It's a World War I balloon. We got a ruler. He starts with a nice magelock rifle, which is pretty damn cool. This thing does 40 damage. Okay, however, it is affected by zone of control. So if anyone's Macho Man Randy Savage, correct. You are correct. Good job on wrestling knowledge there. Let me pop this up here. How do I see all that data? I want to see all my data. No, that's not what I wanted. Nope. I'm the cream of the crop. Right. Sorry, I was doing things off screen. So we have guns. Also, he's wearing the potato hat, the iconic potato hat. We also have mercenaries. This guy hasn't really learned anything yet. He's light-footed, so friendly units don't block movement. He's focused aggression, so he does an extra 10% damage against units that have marked. He can also... Oh, he can't inflict marked. But my mercenary pikemen, they are more expensive to maintain. 2 extra gold per turn, which is quite expensive. They're light-footed, so they can move through my own units. They have focused aggression, which is 10% extra damage per stack of marked on the opponent. They have first strike. They are elusive, so they can deal well with retaliation attacks and opportunity attacks. Plus 4 armor is effectively a 40% effective health increase. They have recharge resistance. They can drive opponents back, which is incredibly useful if there's an enemy melee unit inside this guy's zone of control. These guys can take them out of that zone of control. And basically drive back. So mercenary is incredibly useful in conjunction with your high damage single target units. Just an all around great polearm unit. Can any hero of any culture use the mage lock or only the reavers? Any hero. Once you find a mage lock item, you can. We've also got the Harrier here. This is a skirmisher. It's got melee attack, as you would expect from a skirmisher. It can cast a net that has a chance to immobilize. Which, this race is all about controlling the movement and positioning, or this faction rather, is all about controlling the movement and positioning of enemy units so that larger, more powerful units can fire down upon them. They've got cast net, so they can inflict the marked debuff, and remember marked, gives us extra 10% damage, pretty cool. They have land movement, he's a skirmisher, so they are swift, which means they ignore slows, and they're slippery, which means they don't trigger opportunity attacks. Hey, thank you so much, Wallman, for subscribing. I really appreciate you. Yeah, so those are our starting units. We do have access to Harriers and Mercenaries. I'm a big fan of the Mercenaries, but I would like to go up to 2 Harriers here. So I'm going to start recruiting a Harrier. And in terms of construction, the city will grow soon. What do I have in terms of available pickups nearby? I could pick up this research pickup. Let's have a look at what our available research is. I do like Spawnkin. Increases the number of units in formation. It gives 20% damage for non-hero units, 10% evasion for hero units. It is incompatible with super growth. It is a minor racial transformation. We could go for Houndmasters. I think Spawnkin gives us a lot of damage. It's a lot of base damage. Yeah, I like Spawnkin as an opening pick. Now, we do have access to early item forge because we are playing Reclaimers. Let me go ahead and show you our culture here real quick. Diplomatic overview, races, the heirs of the dinosaurs. So Potato McSquawker, who is the mage lock guy. We are light-footed, so our units can move through our units, which gives us incredible power for repositioning. We're also elusive, which means we have really good defense against retaliation attacks, i.e. someone attacking after we attack them, and opportunity attacks, i.e. when we leave someone else's zone of control. We also have sharp eyes, so we have a little bit of vision, and we are adaptable, so we gain experience quicker. We are prolific swarmers, so our cities will grow slightly faster. Our racial tier 1 units will have +1 rank, making them more survivable. Our non-magic origin units will have lower upkeep, and we start with an extra tier 1 unit. We're also reclaimers, so we gain binding essence for clearing infestations, clearing ancient wonders, raising cities, and pillaging provinces. Actually, reclaimers would have worked really well with slavers. Pretty cool. But yeah, reclaimers lets us gain binding essence, which is the stuff you use to make item forge items. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the item forge. Let's come down here, and let's say hypothetically we wanted to make a mage lock. So once we pick up some of the magical materials, we can like add extra things to it. So for example, we could make a fire damage mage lock. once we pick up, like, this is what we have available right now. We can do Animal Slayer, Inflict Bleeding. We could, in theory, add +1 range, add Frenzy, which gives us 10% damage every time we shoot. We could add a 30% critical hit chance. And the more infusions that we put into this, the more expensive it is and the higher the tier is. So, yeah, a lot of control over your gameplay now. But I think a good move early game is to actually pick up a wand with some sort of heal on it. So a basic healing wand here. It's a tier 2. It is an action to heal, but it's 30 hit points. It can save us. Another one is Magic Missile. It allows us to move and do an action. Some other cool ones are potentially trinkets. For example, early climbing points or True Sight. RE climbing is also handy. There are some good wind rings like Wind Shield. Makes it just, this is like just a fantastic early game item because it just makes your hero so much harder to deal with by ranged units. Yeah, items were kind of a bit of a miss on launch. You could also give your unit fast movement. You can give, you know, you could just go, oh, I want to have like +5 hit points. Now it costs, like a tier 1 item is 50. A tier 2 item is 110. +1 defense. And then if I add resistance, it becomes a tier 3 item, which is 180. And this would roughly equate to a hero right now. For this guy, it would be quite a lot of effective health. It would be 9 effective health +5. So he's already taking 30%, like 33%. He would have about 100, and he would go from having about 100 and... He would go from having about 120, 115, 110 effective health to having about 130 effective health against most damage types. So it is actually a pretty significant thing to make these items, but we're not going to make items yet because we would rather explore early. So I think I am going to pick up this little chunk of research. What do we have here? Oh, a hero that we could kill. Okay. Now, he does have items that we could sell his corpse and reclaim his items and potentially make some stuff. Or we could actually just, like, we could probably wear the leather armor and reclaim the heavy crossbow. So let's go pick up that research. Boom. I think we look for that fight here. I think we can take this. Now, these guys do have empowered beasts, so they do a lot more damage. They have a lot more hit points. And this guy will have super growth, so he has a lot of retaliation attacks. So we're going to have to hit this crossbow guy. We're going to have to get him into... get him under control, basically. In terms of production here, I'm thinking we're going to just produce merchandise because we have very little money, so we need to be careful with how we spend it. But I think we could take this. I don't think... An auto-resolve would not go well for us. Like if I auto-resolve this, that is actually not bad. Let me watch the replay to see if I could optimize this. The AI got a lot better at doing, like, not wasting their early turns. You throw the net, he's marked and immobilized. Nice shot. Stab. Stab. That was pretty good. And then if you control him, and he has Cavalry Slayer, that's awesome. So he has to move and shoot. Honestly, this is a pretty okay outcome. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that outcome. I'm gonna break off this pikeman and run him home to heal. That was not what I meant to do. I will pick up that mana. I was meant to only break up. I think I messed up on my clicking there. I think Battle Seeker training is fantastic early game for a Tome of the Horde because we are going to be relying heavily on tier 1 units. So I'll probably get myself another mercenary, and we do have the money now to do something. I am also super tempted to get an early farm, so I'm going to attract a population, get the early farm, use that overwhelming food growth to, with the boost to the workshop, get the 10 draft and 10 production, which will help me grow this city. And then I'll transition that into a vendor for 10 gold income. So I think this is a pretty good opening set of moves. Yeah, I kind of messed up my moves there a little. But yeah, I wanted to... yeah, I totally messed up there. Misclicks abound. Possible treasure. This looks like it's occupied. Okay. Look at the bot. Oh, wrong bot. Hold on. Let me fix Nightbot. That was for a different stream. Whoopsies. Hey Potato, first time seeing you live, watch live Civ 6 video. Thanks for helping me understand my first win on Settler after 221 hours of gameplay. Nice one, wannabe entrepreneur. Great. Super happy with you. Or super happy for you. Congratulations. Wait, did I log into the wrong Nightbot? Hold on, I gotta fix Nightbot. Alright, I think I fixed it. So we got the remains of Helene the Poacher. We don't really care about these remains, so we're just going to go ahead and sell them. I mean, I guess the super growth is nice, but we're going to sell those remains, which will get us a bunch of items that we can sell. I think we will disenchant the warg, we'll disenchant the crossbow, and for now, we'll probably equip the leather armor just because it's an okay item. So I'd call that an okay turn 1. I kind of messed this up though. I will get a decent heal, but I'm going to be up against 2 tier 2 units, and one of them is an ice spider with a frozen web that does 20 AoE damage, so the possibility to get ensnared and frozen and all those bad things is a little high for my tastes. But we can position ourselves. This is just a mana node. So if we step here, you can still step back to heal after the battle. And you can get up to join. This should be a lower risk battle. Okay, I don't like losing 2 units, so let's see what we can do. I think positioning is going to be really important for us here. In particular, the positioning of our spearmen and our netters. So I'm going to have, in an ideal world, my hero would be 1 step forward on this tile. And I think that's where I want him to be, because that way he's getting the magically charged buff by being on that tile, which it's only plus 2 damage, but it is plus 2 damage. Right? Right. All my units go into defense mode, so they won't take thingy attacks. Retaliatories. Now we're gonna do something a little sneaky. We're gonna dip forward and cast a net on him. That will mark him. And we don't want to get into range of this guy. But if we go here next turn, we can totally shoot. And we're also going to cast Fury of the Horde. You're going to step over here and fortify as well. Hoping that he comes this way. But he's immobilized, so he can't go anywhere. Let's see what they do. So now that we've hurt them, they come forward. They got a frozen on this guy. Alright, that's painful. But this guy's used his ability, so if we can get a net on him... Let's go for the flanking net. Perfect. He's immobilized and marked. 42 damage from the Mage Lock Rifle. I want to zoom in, and I want to watch this happen. Bam! Oh! We need to drive this guy back a tile. But if we drive him back, you'll be open to a rear attack. So let's drive him back. And then, then we do the Giga play, which is to drive him back too, because now this spider can't get to us because we've clogged up this choke. And sure enough, you can attack him and you can attack him, but you can't. And you can both focus on the one attacker, but if you attack this guy, you die from the first strike. Okay, we've managed to get into a position where we won't lose a unit yet. I like it. Let's do a suppressing barrage as well. Just to get that little bit of extra damage. He's also been immobilized, which is huge. He has early access? Yeah, I think I got a little bit of early access. Nice, you get the little love tap. Another little love tap. Alright, we are burning a little bit, but we should be fine. The damage is not ideal. We do have resistance to things. You get this kill. We need to use up their retaliation attack. So let me go do that. You've only a 35% chance. You're going to bounce. You're taking 8 damage per turn. So what's in the way? It's long range and obscured by unit. It's potential kill. Let's try to get that kill guaranteed by marking him. 85% chance. Boom. Now we just need to kill this spider before this guy burns to death. So if I were to throw the net, let me see. What's your chance to hit? 75%. So if I move here and I throw the net, he gets immobilized and marked. That gives us 85% chance to hit, and boom, he's dead. God, I love the Mage Lock Rifle. Oh, so good. A couple of our units level up, meaning they are now veterans. We pick up a bunch of stuff, and these guys should have enough movement left to step back inside my territory and get a full heal. Very nice. What's our next target? This looks like a good target. It has a production stash. All right, pretty good. Clearing the pastures would be nice too. I'm going to bring my scout down because using the scout to trigger battles could be useful because he can reach this in time. This guy might need to pop back for a heal while these guys pop forward, and I use the scout to trigger this battle. Plus the scout has the ability to mark things. So what did they change with the poison and bleeding, if you don't mind me asking? Your video Paradox said they changed to a debuff. Does that mean it no longer does damage? No, it changed to a stacking debuff. So rather than putting one stack of poison on an enemy, you put multiple stacks. So if we go look at the... let me see if I can find... burning. I'm trying to find a unit that does burning. Oh, these are cultural units. Phoenix. If I go to a Phoenix, right? And we go to overheat, 90% chance to inflict burning. Ah, sorry, I need bleed. What unit inflicts bleed? Anyway, basically, they can stack up to 5 times. Each stack does 4 damage per turn. Let's have a look at what's there. We found Halberg. They hate me. Alright, this is actually a pretty easy fight. And I can trigger it with you. I can get in range to here. I could bring you into the fight as well, but I think I would rather bring you home to heal. I should be able to win this. The chaplain's a little bit annoying. And yeah. Alright. So let's trigger this fight. Now if I auto-combat it... Oh, what the heck? What happened there? I need to watch this. Alright, what the hell are you doing? Absolute failure of focus fire here. Okay, it's just a total AI failure. I think we can do this if we use our Harriers to get behind and control the chaplain. Also, if we can start dropping marked debuffs on him early. So I need my spearmen up against a building to provide defense for him. He could get over here in theory. You can get there in theory, so let's go here. Play it safe for a bit. Now what do? You have a ranged attack, right? Because you're technically... Are you a skirmisher? You're a shield unit. You have acid spray. You sundered defense. Okay. Okay, this chaplain's in like prime. We can rock him position. We're going to get behind him. 73% chance to immobilize. So he's immobilized and marked, so he can't use any abilities except for healing prayer. And if we mark him, we have a chance to kill. Perfect. Turn 1 chaplain kill. We do lose a unit here though. Okay, what can we do? I think suppressing barrage. No immobilization, but small amounts of damage. You're gonna fall back. You're gonna throw the net. So he's immobilized. He can't move. So if we just step out of his zone of control next turn, he can't do anything next turn. Sure enough, he gets a bite off this turn, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, the gun attack is insanely satisfying. Alright, so we might lose this unit. It is burning. 36 damage. We're going to mark him. Get behind him. Shoot him. You take the retaliation. You do the damage. With suppressing barrage. I don't mind hitting this unit with it. We get the kill. If you retreat, you're going to take the damage. So the only thing to do is to fortify, and I'm willing to lose a mercenary to win this fight, because it was actually a pretty tough fight. Oh, okay, he went for them. Which leaves me with no choice but to move you to here and use the drive back ability to push you out of my commander's zone of control. Mark you. Pop you a crack shot. And slash you up. I might lose 2 units here. But that's fine considering the outcome of the battle was originally losing everything. What is this? Gather metal? Just fortify and tank for me. All right, mark him again. If you fortify again, you will live. He's routing. Perfect. Those crabs are legit as hell. So I lost 2 units for that. I think that's fine. I don't think I could have got a much better outcome than that based on the situation I was in. Sprint is quite good with the mage lock because it can let you step away, I think. I'm going to grab sprint. And we'll keep recruiting. So I have my first farm. I think I'd like to get my quarry now. This will be 15 production. That brings us up to 40 production. So I'll be able to finish things nearly twice as fast, honestly. And then we can also get the mana forge for the little bit of production and mana income. We do need to start thinking about our second city now. Don't bring a gun to a crab fight. Yeah, well, you know, I learned my lesson. I also learned the value of keeping a scout nearby to trigger fights. I don't think this cartographer buff is that important, but I am going to grab it. It might reveal something useful. Revealed anvil. Not useful. I mean, that said, revealed a nearby thing. That's nearby, okay? Look how big this map is. Jesus. Alright. Scout over here. I do want to clear this. I think my troops are a little bit too soft right now. So I'm going to split off my hero to explore while my troops heal. For a turn. I'm going to hurry the recruitment of this Harrier so we can have a full squadron. We did get the workshop. Empire development skill available. Defeating an infestation gives me units based on the infestation defeated. I quite like that ability. I want this thing to attack me, actually. Oh, I can't get in range. Unless I were to build a lumber mill here, then my units would have a path to get here quicker because you move faster through your own terrain. That is on a gold vein, which kind of sucks, though. Oh, I didn't mean to build a mine. Whoops. Let me switch that to a forester. But now we can get in range of this fight and take it this turn. Because it built a path for me. Level 2 hero and an archer. Should be an easy fight. Okay, losing the skirmisher, not acceptable. I can't remember neutral guards containing heroes. They did, but it was quite rare. I've gotten quite lucky / unlucky, depending on your perspective, to have that happen. So, I definitely want the pikemen at the front holding the line. And I would like a little bit of foliage in front of my troops. I'm going to have my hero right here. Skirms in front of him. And then the scouting drone. I think probably the most important thing is to get rid of that puppy. So I don't mind marking the puppy and having my units go into defense mode. Oh wow, he just went straight for it, dude! Holy... So, we're going to get you out of range. We're going to do a Fury of the Horde for 10% damage. You're going to mark him to make him easier to hit. Harrier is going to come around and toss a net at him, mostly to mark him again, make him easier to hit. This Harrier is going to come around again as well and harry him again, because remember, every time we mark him, not only do we increase our damage by 20%, it's currently plus 30%, we increase the hit chance of these attacks by 10% per stack, so 30% in total. Boom! It's so satisfying, especially when your hero starts critting. So let's get up into a zone of control. You're going to fortify so that you can control both of these creatures, and you're going to move forward. How much damage can this archer do? He can do a decent amount. And he does have a pretty good shot. I kind of regret my positioning here. Maybe if I had positioned here, he's a much worse shot of the archer. Right, that's better. I could drive him back, giving more space for my hero. And so I will drive him back. And now he can't actually get around. Yeah, the Cavalry Slayer. The damage is insane. First strike is so good. We definitely want to get the double flank on this guy. So if he tries to move now, he'll get attacked by both of these units, forcing him to just die. So the only thing he can do is this quick stab, and it will not kill either of them, but it will trigger a counterattack. Now you... I'm going to get you to shoot this archer. A 75% chance of a giga shot. Boom. Nice. Which means they now do basically no damage. And we can get rid of these dogs. I did forget to mark a unit with you. But just play it safe and mark those archers. I should have marked the archers. We would have done slightly more damage. It doesn't change the outcome of the battle. It's just slightly inefficient. Oh, okay. He wanted it. Let's go for these archers. We're going to mark him. 30% chance. Nice. And then we finish off this hero. Perfect. Ooh. It was a lucky shot. We would have won the battle without that lucky shot, but it did make a difference. It made the battle way simpler. So we picked up a bit of production for the capital. Meaning I probably need to spend some Imperium here to get another farm. Maybe I'll go for a water farm. But I would like that extra 10 gold. So I'm going to go for that 10 gold here. Pop a farm right there. That does get me up to the town hall of steel and also allow me to build a stonemason. I am going to go stonemason. Production income is pretty big for developing your capital. I'm going to pop over here. Who has movement left? Can you get back inside my territory? Just barely not. Some of these units might need a rest. I may put a city here on this haunted graveyard and make like a coastal city. We do have Spawnkin now, which is huge actually. But it is quite expensive to cast. I'll have to wait a bit. And we also got the remains of this guy. He does have a tier 2 stuff, so I'm going to sell his remains, gain a bit of money, and also stuff that we can sell. We don't want this. We don't care about this. We don't care about this. So now we've got tons of enchanting resources. So if we wanted to, let's say in theory, we wanted to make like a really powerful mage lock, 10% critical hit chance, maybe it inflicts bleed. Now we've got a 44 base damage mage lock, and if I take this away, you see base damage is 40. So we can make quite a bit better mage lock, and if we add Animal Slayer, we'll go up to 48 damage base damage. That's pretty good. I think I would prefer to make an armor item. Honestly, nah. I should make him a damage item. Let me see. I really should make him a better mage lock. I think the inflicts bleeding and 10% critical hit chance plus the better base damage is fine. So we're going to forge this. It'll take 3 turns. It's only a tier 2 item, but that's fine. His current mage lock is a tier 1. So it will be a 10% damage increase. At the very least. And it'll also give him a little bit more crit. And the chance to bleed is also quite handy too. Is the Seal Victory in yet, Potato? The Seal Victory is in this patch. So I can lose relations, gain alignment. I can gain money. I like money. My faction is rather... I wouldn't say my faction is inherently evil, but they lean evil. I'm going to take this Harrier, pop him inside my territory. I'm going to pop you to here, and I'm going to bait these guys. Hopefully this stack attacks me. Hopefully he comes and attacks my little scouting unit, who should be in range to get supported by you. And this guy. And I'm going to get myself another Overseer, because they're actually pretty good units for this army, particularly in support of my hero. I don't need that. Summoning Irregulars is a way for me to turn mana into units, but this build typically has a pretty high draft anyway, so I may just shuffle my research, but that would mean I wouldn't be able to start casting Spawnkin. So I'm going to take Summon Irregulars because it's a pretty handy spell. And then I'm going to start casting Spawnkin because it's going to give me a 20% damage boost across all of my units. And a 10% boost to evasion from my heroes. Thank you, Andrew Devereux. You the best. Anybody can do the item forge. My faction starts with the item forge. That's the unique thing about being a reclaimer. And we also get resources for the... So this is a high-risk battle. He had a phase beast! Merciless Christ! I want to see how this played out in the auto battle. Honestly? That's pretty bad so far. Why would you use both of your drive backs? Hate to ask the obvious question, but if I'm a Civ player, will I enjoy / pick this up pretty quickly? You will pick it up reasonably quickly. There's a lot of mechanical similarities. Do I think I could get a better outcome than this? Honestly, probably. Losing 3 units is grim. Okay. We got to protect the hero. The hero is our main source of damage. The most important thing is that we get the marked debuff on this guy. And we get you over here to pull units away from their main forces. So the AI splits up. That's our hope. Potato, what would you like in the Eldritch expansion? I don't know. All right. Let's mark him. I'm going to take the shot. Even if it's just a graze. Because oh, he cannot be immobilized. Okay, then I'm going to run over here. And try to immobilize this guy. 90% chance. Perfect. I don't have the mana to drop a barrage. I still do want to pull these guys over. So I'm going to move you to just in range of those doggos. And then fortify. And then I want you to control this guy. Now he has a 33% chance to inflict decaying, which I think I'm okay with because we'll do more damage than we'll take. And you need to protect the hero. So, stay where you are. Alright, Phase Beast went in a direction I wasn't expecting. That was what I was hoping for over here. These guys are still... Ooh, okay. 95% chance. Move you to here. Mark him. Blast him. You need to run. Get that damage in. It's a 28 damage retaliation. Now you would take a single 6 damage attack, but you could get 2 really solid hits on the Phase Beast. I'm going to take that damage. Oh, right. This guy over here. I think your goal is to retreat and play defensive, just drawing these guys away. You don't need to change facing of direction when taking defense mode. Here's the thing. If you don't change the direction of facing, units that break defense will mean your unit's now facing the wrong way. So it's always good to change the facing of your units before you go into defense mode. Always. Now, I'd rather lose the scout unit than a combat unit, personally speaking. Now I feel like this guy can take him on. I think the Phase Beast is the kill. Throw that net. So you're dead no matter what. So the best thing to do is to drive these guys back a little. So that positioning wise, my hero is in a better position. We'll try to watch, but seriously, you are ASMR right now? I'm ASMR right now. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I did. God, that's so much damage. Honestly, I may have gotten a worse outcome. I think I did get a worse outcome. Let's try this battle again. It's one of the features about Age of Wonders 4 that I love is the ability to try a battle again. I think I need to kill the zombie sooner, but I think the biggest threat is the Phase Beast. So I definitely should be marking him early. Do you have any plans to revisit Old World? It's on my list of games that I need to do a live stream of. I think I need to lay more melee damage on the Phase Beast. I need both of these units to chase me over here. Mark him. Shit, we displaced him. Can Slippery help me here? Sprint forward 1 tile. Fire a 37 damage shot at him. The retaliation is too much. And then you hold this tile. Now let's see how it plays out this time. That's a painful flank, dude. Jesus. Go with him. Nice. It's not a good enough chance to hit. Perfect. Fortify. It'll do 31 damage here. I'm okay with that attack. I don't like this one. I'll have to drive them back. Right. Drive him out of the zone of control. I think we kill this thing because it can heal itself, and that means it becomes a problem if we let it live. Need to mark that. Boom. 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 Nice, we got the kill. I think we're in a better position. We've lost 1 unit. And he fumbled. That's bad. Obviously. And we don't have drive back. We don't have slippery. We do have the ability to flank this guy. For 2 attacks. Now, is it worth it to get the 16 damage stab, or is it worth it to position for the potential big shot next turn? I think the big shot is worth more. Okay. It's painful. Oh. Let's take out this guy. He's scary. He went for my scout, but he did fumble. Great stuff. 90% chance to kill. Now you will hit him once for 15 damage, which is not good. So we're going to drive you back, displace you. He grazed. You get out of range. Mark him. Come on. He's routing. Is that a better outcome? I think it's the same outcome. It's just lower level units survived. I think this battle, like the phase beast, is just too much. Hey, Iona, good to see you. I think this was just too much of a battle. Like I have to accept these losses. But now I'm curious. Like, what the hell is in this thing? Nothing really. All right, what's the health looking like? It's brutal. At least this guy leveled up and we can get a archery level 2 with 10% damage. I want Dark Ritual. None of these are very good. I mean, Summon Elemental is actually quite good because it will provide me with a unit that will cover him. So I will take that. I haven't got my weapons or anything like that. Alright, let's join all these together. What are you talking? 166? You know what? We're falling back for a turn to heal. Unfortunately, I was being attacked, so I couldn't risk. I made a move that was like probably not ideal, is really what happened there. And it's unlucky. I do want the town hall and the market. I would like to get to tier 2 units ASAP. So I think I'm going to go town hall first. And then I'm going to tap this production stash to finish this faster. Now I'm up to 78 production per turn, which is really damn good. But yeah, now we're looking a little bit better, I think. I need to kill this. It's only a bronze spawner. I think I can take this turn. Let's get you to there and you to there. We'll trigger the fight with the scout. If I auto combat it, we should win easily, and we do. Fantastic. So because I'm a reclaimer, I will get binding essence for clearing these. I also got a hunter spider, which is nice. It's not amazing, but it is a tier 2 unit. I got the Ring of Escape. That's going to be handy for my hero. And another +1 defense item. So let's equip the shoes. We'll equip the Ring of Escape. We will confirm that. We also have the Piercing Mage Lock. So instead of doing 44 damage on an attack, we'll go up to 53. We'll have a 60% chance to inflict bleed. Bleed does 4 damage per turn. Stacks up to 5 times. And we also have a 10% critical hit chance. So we're going to confirm equip that. And then we're going to go to our arsenal. Oh, I can't It's being transported. I can't delete that yet. Can you pop inside my territory to get a little heal? But the Hunter Spider should bring up the power level of this stack quite a bit, especially because it has empowered beasts, which is honestly fantastic for me. The fact that it starts with that and it has low maintenance. This does also evolve with the Hunter Spider Matriarch. So not a bad pickup, all things considered. Let's detach. We will detach all these units. And we'll detach the scout, because I want to know where's my next move. And honestly, it's going to be onto the water, which means I need basic seafaring. And I should probably have also maybe laid down a city here. But I regret my decisions. Yeah, I think I'm going to lay down a city on this coast over here. There's sunken ruins, there's pearls, there's all sorts of cool stuff. Outpost being cheaper is nice, and also so is seafaring. I think seafaring is more important right now. How many turns does this game have? I guess it depends on your style of play. If you're a really aggressive player, you can get it done pretty quick. But if you're a really slow, chill player, kind of like me... Ooh, nice. It's a bronze spawner with a phoenix. We can totally take that. I'm going to finish the steel hull because I really want to start making mage locks. The overseer I'm less... I don't see it as important, but getting some mage locks because they do 36 base damage. These are our real heavy hitters. Getting a mage lock in our army would be useful. The library would be handy for the 10 knowledge. That's like a huge boost to our knowledge income. So engraving of focus would give fighters designate target. Ooh, this is a really, really, really good Reaver spell. It adds 2 marked and distracted. So not only are they 20% easier to hit, they're distracted so you get flanking damage, which is a 25% damage boost. And yeah, this is just a fantastic spell. Engraving of focus is nice, but I think designate target is a really good battle spell. Using it to pick off a couple of key targets can be like game changing. I think our move is to go for the small monster den because it will give us a lot of resources. A lot of potential on that. And I am going to bring these guys because these are really good support units. These little scout guys. I can summon irregulars, I'm not going to. We can transform with Spawnkin, which should increase our DPS. So now if I look at my units, they're like little dudes, you know? Big old pikes. I don't know anything about multiplayer stuff, the beta plan. Anything that's multiplayer related, I ain't got no clue. I'm just a casual PvE player. So we can block growth, gain draft. I don't need draft. Getting an overseer though for 200 gold is a kind of okay trade. Or we can gain Imperium. I think I'm happy to trade the gold for an overseer, because an overseer is a healing unit, which gives us a lot of like abilities. He can also subdue units, which is basically a permanent stun, which is super damn good. And he's also got a marking blast, so he can inflict marked, as well as blind, which lowers the accuracy on physical ranged and prevents retaliation attacks. So really good support unit, the overseer. Now, the Phoenix is going to be a problem. But if we can... See, the problem is the Phoenix has Fiery Rebirth. And a lot of damage on its charge strike. Overheat also has just a huge AoE. So dealing with this Phoenix is actually genuinely rough. I definitely need a second quarry. Let me zoom out here to see where I should build it. Well, there's a gold mine here. Oh, that gold mine's already inside my territory. I think I'm going to get this forester here because it captures me a pasture, and that's a 10 food tile. And that will boost some of these things like the Arcane Institute, and since I'm going for a little bit of tech right now, I'm quite happy to go with that route. Do I boost out the mage lock? I don't think I do. I think we can take this with the army we have here. It's gonna be rough, and we might take some losses. I'm okay with that though. We are building up our power level generally speaking. I think I'm gonna pop out the 2 tier 2 units out of this stack because my guy actually has the Battle Seeker training, which gives tier 1 units +1 defense, +1 resistance, and +5 hit points. So it makes these mercenaries quite powerful. Like an observer here with 10% damage reduction gives it an extra, what, 5.8 effective HP, roughly speaking, right? We're just roughly. Whereas this observer right here has 49, right? It's quite different. I'm curious, what does a scout get when they hit max level? They get sprint. Can't you subdue the Phoenix? Ooh, yes. However, the subdue is only a 90% chance, and the Phoenix is a tier 3 unit, which means it has 52% chance resistance. So I'll have like a 30% chance or something, or 45% chance. But let's go for it. Let's see if we can do it. Now, if I auto-combat this, we lose our 2 tier 2 units. But we do Moida. Let's watch the replay to see how this battle played out. I'm curious. Because sometimes watching how the battle plays out, it can give you ideas on what went well and what went wrong. So quite split up here, which I actually do think is a good move against the Phoenix. Particularly when you're playing with a high ability to mark units gameplay. Charge strike on the Phoenix. So spreading them out seems to work quite well. He gets marked. And then they got immobilized. Nice, good shot. Marked. Marked the Phoenix. Marked the Phoenix. Probably should have, I would have done things in a slightly different order. Yeah, that elemental did not get much use. So part of the problem was just these units over here were not very useful. So I can see how to maybe play this battle slightly better. So a big part of maybe playing this battle better would be to move like this. We're going to make that elemental early and rush it in. Because if we can get a frozen stack on him, he's at least slowed, gives us a ton of control. Need to be careful not to get my scouts in danger. Start marking him. Phoenix is getting marked. We are going to need to keep our units fairly spread this battle. Because the Phoenix gets extremely efficient if you group your units in terms of damage. Pretty happy with this setup though. Perfect. So he's gone for the skirmisher unit that I don't care about. So I'm getting maximum value out of this unit by it tanking for me, right? This is what we want. Because now we can drop a fat suppressing barrage here, hit all of these units. Now they did resist, but look at this. 42 free damage on this bad boy. Setting us up for the ability to sprint forward a single tile with our hero so he can get in range for the absolute giga shot of a lifetime. Right, we're going to mark the hell out of him to increase the damage he takes. 66 damage. Let me see. How many marks you got? You got 3. if you step forward and you shoot him, there's another mark. That should be the kill. Boom. Bang. 70 damage. Now, if we leap to here and throw a fat net, double immobilize, you swing around to here, immobilize him too. Oh, dude, we're dominating. 27 damage. Let's just get in there and start marking them. So the Phoenix will come back. My Spider's not in a great position, but that's okay. Because we've controlled the opposition. Oh, okay, he killed a scout. I'm willing to lose a scout. Absolute. That's just a... So, the AI has entered into what's called spite mode. Basically, if the AI thinks it can't win, it will totally just make moves to try and ruin and kill units. If it thinks it can't win the battle. And that's what that was right there. Let's get that kill. So you need to be quite careful. Is it worth it to spend 15 mana on a suppressing barrage? I don't think we need it. Yeah, so the AI kind of plays a little bit like a player in that it gets real spiteful. Are we taking their units? No. The problem is that taking their units costs war spoils, and we have no way to generate or refill war spoils right now, so there's no point spending it. So instead of trying to flee, instead they go for kills. Does that happen with only neutral enemies or factions too? That's just an AI mode. Basically, if the AI is still, like, has fighting capable units, and it doesn't think it can win the battle, it will just try to score kills on you. Because it's basically like, well, you know what? You won the battle, but screw you. Which is how a player would play. You can't, you have to use war spoils, and we have no way to gain war spoils right now because we're not at war with a free city or a player. It's mostly in the battle UI. It's basically like, oh, I guess you won the battle. I can't win anymore, so I'm just going to try and get kills. That's how the AI thinks. So 150 food. We got a smoldering axe, which is tier 3. That inflicts sundering defense. We also got a white wolf. Okay. Fighter, a tier 4. Holy shit. We just got a tier 4 unit. Visor of Farsight. +1 defense. Think of all the material we can melt this down for, dude. Where's my wolf? There he is. Look at him. Holy poggers, dude. 10 health per level. Animal. Arctic Walk. Fighter unit. Forest Walk. Land movement. He is a large target. He's got a 23 damage melee strike. And that's before he's even earned his upgrades. He's an empowered beast. He is an enfeebling howl, so he inflicts weakened. Holy mother of bazunga. Maybe I should go for the Tome of Beasts. No. I mean, it kind of makes sense with the units that I'm getting. But it also doesn't. So I'm going to take my hero. I'm going to go create a city over here. Maybe I should make a city on the coast over here. Honestly, I think a city over here is fine. I don't care about summoning irregulars, that's fine. Good evening. I think tier 1 units having cheaper upkeep would be great. We can embark. I do like military engineering, so I'm going to take that. Outposts being cheaper and starting with the work camp saves us a lot of money when we're founding our cities. And honestly, just when we're building outposts. I do want to take on the Forsaken Cove next. Oh, sweet bejesus. Did you guys see that? That was a tier 5 unit there. We may have to rethink our plans. We may have to do a little bit of fighting first. Okay, so I wanted to found a city here, and it's going to be a seafaring city. So I'm going to move my hero to this tile, build that. Those are Krakens. Those are some really early Krakens. I'm going to go north. Halberg has sent a war party. War party. We are going to get a mage lock soon. Alright. I want to forge an item. I don't have a magical material yet. But if I fight Halberg, I could get one. So I think I'm going to start making moves towards fighting Halberg. I could conquer them and make them a vassal, or honestly just raise them and get a bunch of gold and kickstart my economy. I actually, you know what? Now that I've said that out loud, that's totally the play I should do. I'm going to take a quarry. And I will found the heirs of the dinosaurs. I'm going to build palisade walls, though. Yeah, I'm going to go fight Halberg. We can get another tile improvement. I think a quarry is in order. I think I'll put a quarry here for now, because that is on a conduit. And that means I have boosted the next tier. I think it would be good to get my wizard foundation right now. That's +5 Imperium. But we do need to get things like the storehouse and the tavern and all that, so we'll play it by ear. Let's get another observer and a mage lock. Need to be careful about how much I'm spending. And we'll get some scouting around our island. Yeah, nice. Pick up a bit of cash. Are we getting patch notes early? No. Alright, so the Mage Lock is actually an incredibly powerful unit, but in my leader stack, I don't really want him. Let's talk about the Mage Lock. So it has a fire heavy Mage Lock. It does 44 damage. That's including the 20% damage from Spawnkin. It also has Take Aim. Now the thing is, this takes a full 3 actions, so it's very, very scary if units get into melee. That's why you need a Mercenary Pikeman to push units back. It has Take Aim, so it can apply Marked and enter defense mode. So yeah, but other than that, it's just a really high DPS single shot unit. Now, that does come with a lot of downsides, right? It's hard to move and shoot. It has a lot of potential for overkill. If a unit has 10 health and you do 40 damage, 30 of that damage is wasted just to get that kill. That is a real downside. Right, what is this? This is a pretty hefty army. Let's get all our tier 1s in the army with the leader. Okay, we got a shipwreck over here we can yoink. A little bit of cash. Let's pay the 2 gold to get this guy a turn early, because we can totally add him to the leader stack and he'll be useful. We'll have another mage lock coming soon. And I'll probably add a mercenary to this. Been a while since you streamed here? Yeah, it has been. Oh, but we did get designate target, which is going to seriously change how we fight these battles. One more research and we pick our next thing. I do like the idea of the Houndmaster. Because it synergizes quite well with our build because it has the weak point shot, so it does 25% extra damage against a marked units. And it has a little bit of mobility. It also comes with an extra tier 1 unit, the Warhound. While the Warhound is incredibly weak, it eats up damage. It has a charge strike to cancel defense modes. It removes retaliation attacks. It inflicts sundered defense, and it inflicts marked. So the Houndmaster has a lot of synergy with our whole faction, I think. So we'll go for the Houndmaster, and maybe we'll build a few of them. So I'm hoping he attacks here. He has a relatively good army, but nothing scary. So I'm pretty sure if I auto-combat this, we should win handily. And so that means, and we will get war spoils from this. So that means we could try to recruit some of these units. And in particular, I like the Furies. Barbarian Furies are quite nice. But let's try and fight this manually. Right. We're up against quite a bit of noise. This guy has a lot of items too, so that's going to really fuel our forge. Very happy about that. Okay, if I had to think of a strategy to deal with this thing, I think focusing my hero on taking down their hero while my pikemen hold the front line and my harriers run around the back to try and deal with these Furies. I think that's the general plan. They do have overwhelm tactics, so they will have critical hits, which I need to play around the crit. Basically. Which is easier said than done. Now the good news is we can also get forward here, step you back, and start marking early. And this big old wolf does a lot of work. All right. He's obscured. What's the chance to immobilize? 39%. Let's summon the elemental this turn. Step you to here. Throw the net. And then throw the elemental at him to distract him, and we can think about positioning later. In the meantime, if I move you to here and you to here, you could mark this guy, and then you could run forward and harry him so he can't move. So he's stuck there, and then next turn we will get an absolutely whopping shot on him. And then if you run forward and howl, I think that could be pretty damn good for us too. Boom. Big howls in the hood. I don't know why I said that. Listen, I watched a thing recently. One of those old drinking your juice in the hood movies. The classic comedy movies. We could also designate target. I'm going to just mark him again. Okay. That might be the widest thing I've said this year. Temporary hit points. Kaboom. Distracted, marked. Boom. Evasion. Do I want to pop this turn? I don't think we popped that this turn. What we could do is just obliterate this right side with a suppressing barrage, which I think fits my theme. Okay, that's a pretty painful flanking attack. Ooh, that's grim. We're going to have to heal him, but he is decaying. 10 blight damage per turn. I'm okay with losing a skirmisher. Oh, look at that retaliation damage. So the mage lock damage here should be insane. Get that kill. Should get most of that kill. %60 chance. Okay, just a graze, which means you need to charge forward and get that kill. These units cannot be affected by subdue. You can't be healed. If I step forward a single tile, we'll have a 60% chance to hit this guy. He has 2 stacks. Let's bring him up to 3. This will get him up to 4. And then if we designate... Wait, what's he on? He's on... no, he's actually on 5 stacks. But if we designate target him, he'll also gain distracted. Meaning that the damage goes hard. Oh, we're flanking here too. Once you face this way and fortify, small chance you don't die. 60%. Oh, look at that damage. Can you swoop in and finish? You can. What does this do? 50% chance to immobilize. Yeah. Nice. He resisted, but that's okay. He didn't have the net. I thought about using it. Ooh. I need to win the battle this turn to not lose this unit, because he's currently decaying at 30 hit points per turn, and he has 17 remaining. Get the flank on him. Bite. Get to here. Leap. Bite. Finish. Let's take the best shot we got. Oof. There we go. Perfect. The decay is insane. Decay is insane. Very hard to deal with decay. We did level up again, and we got 50 war spoils. I think this is a much better outcome. I'm happy to lose a unit here. Well, I say I'm happy to lose a unit. I'm happy to take a single loss for that battle. So I don't really want unit upkeep, but marked target does give me something I can move and use, and has quite good synergy with my units. So I'm going to take marked target. On the other hand, what options do I have here? Nothing very good, so I am going to take marked target. Makes my hero just that little bit more flexible. I'll get another Harrier. I'm going to push him to the front of the queue, actually. And in the meantime, we can spend a bit of time pillaging. You guys can't quite embark. You're going to go check the corner for me. There is some treasure over here. We got the Wizard Tower Foundation, and a lot of stuff is boosted right now. Now, we could go for the Bathhouse to get the Bathhouse XP bonus. That is only a 10% experience bonus, but we do want to avoid going to negative city stability, because 10% city income loss is pretty bad. So I think we will build the Tavern. That'll give us a bit of buffer time. We would like to build the Reaver Manufactorium and the Mob Camp. I think I'm going to go for the Mob Camp first, because it's 7 food, 7 draft, and tier 1 units are cheaper. What does the Mob Camp get again? Yeah, nothing really, so I'll just pop it down here on this Forester. It's ever so slightly better. Is that where I want to build it? Where did I build my other forester? Yeah, I think I'll build it on the other forester. So I'll pop it down right there. So we captured this guy. We could grant him his freedom, or we could execute him. What we'll do is we'll probably put a city under siege and then grant him freedom. I'm terrible at war because I get upset with my slow unit build speeds, literally playing on endless. Then I try to build Maker's Quarters to try and speed it up and get surprised. I need to stop being so descriptive. Some of those jokes get tedious when there's a lot to read. So I can hire physicians here, 20 alignment. The draft would be blocked. I would lose money. I don't care about alignment. Growth would be blocked. It's not great. However, I would capture Marga Thunderpaw of this city. And she might have items. Or I could move her to the crypt. I'm going to move her to the crypt. Absolutely. Now if I go to my crypt, she is in there with a whole bunch of delicious items that I am going to sell her remains, strip that corpse, and take all those items. So let's have a look. Right. Better helmet is +1 defense, so this is just straight up worse. Chestplate of vitality is just a straight up upgrade over this, so we will take that. +2 defense, +10 hit points. Very nice. Ring of resistance, not as good. The Horn of Plenty is pretty good. All units in the army heal 5 hit points every world map turn. Awesome. So my units should heal slightly faster, even inside enemy territory. Now the question is, do we want to start pillaging? Because we do gain binding essence from pillaging. Then we keep a unit in the middle of these two pillagers to keep them safe. He's got an awful lot of noise there. Let's summon irregulars. You know what? This one was a mistake. Let's pull back. We can do these two pretty safely, I think. We got the palisade walls here. Let's go ahead and found the city, or do we go for stone walls? I think we get the stone walls. It gives us that defense. The passive income of battlefield looting is really nice. Impressment is really good though. It saves me like 5 gold per turn right now, which is equivalent to killing, what, a tier 2 unit every turn, which is pretty good. So he did come out with an army stack. Oh, baby. You got what I need. So he is coming for blood. Ooh, 20% gold cheaper to build city structures is nice, but I think battlefield looting might be better. So I'll wait for that. Okay. I think we want to play defensively here. Scouting the edge of the map. We do have access to the Houndmaster now, which makes me very happy. And the question is, do we go for the Tome of Alchemy? So we could get dispersing, we could get afflicting miasma. This is the new tome, or we could play around with copper golems, which are a part of the new update. Like, they got serious changes. Like, they evolve now into a bronze golem. So I kind of want to play with the Tome of Enchantment, but I think the Tome of Alchemy is kind of cooler. All right, chat. I'm gonna make, let me see. We got 200 viewers on Twitch, 500 on YouTube. So I'm gonna poll YouTube chat. Alchemy, or what was it called again? I'll just say golems. All right, poll is live, and while it's live, I'm gonna go get myself a drink of water. Wasser. Oh, baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend. All right, I'm back. It looks like 53% of people voted for Alchemy. Oh man, it's actually neck and neck. I'm gonna go with the crowd. So I'm gonna go for the Tome of the Alchemy. Because it is the new one. It has the Afflictor, a couple of cool things. We'll talk about the cool new things as we unlock them. I'll give you my opinion on them.
The perfect alchemical
So the Afflictor is a tier 2 ranged unit that has a repeater crossbow that does 15 damage a shot. It also has the miasma shot, which adds afflicting miasma to the tile, which inflicts weakened and afflicted. So afflicted is basically like a debuff that causes debuffs. So if you get hit by fire damage, you will get burning. If you get hit by spirit damage, you get condemned, so on and so forth. So this guy has synergy with basically all damage channels. Disperse afflicting miasma is an area effect version of that ability. And then Mysterious Tonic is a free action for your support units that gives them 2 random positive status effects and removes a negative status effect. So kind of cool RNG. I do think of all of these things, the Afflictor is the best one, but I already have a tier 2 unit, so I'm going to go for the Disperse Afflicting Miasma because this is really, really powerful, particularly if you start getting AoE spells. The Afflictor is really powerful, and it might be fun to show them off, though. I'll go for the Afflictor. So the Houndmaster has received some changes over time, so they're a little bit weaker than I'm used to. But if they level up, they do get plus 30 HP. The fact that they start with a hound means they technically have 70 HP. They do benefit from spawn kin. They're kind of expensive to upkeep. 24 damage versus the Mage Lock's 44. So is having the hound that much better? I mean, I'll get a hound master. I'll get one, right? Why not? Let's go ahead and summon a random tier 1 unit that we can send to join the front line, because we need them. Seems kind of weak versus AI. It is a free extra unit. The hound is quite good, I will say that. So I'm wondering what his move will be. He's probably looking to defend his territory from this battle. Now, if we can get a subdue off... Oh, he's looking for a serious fight. Okay. He's bringing a hero. We did blow up both of these tiles. I need to get you... Alright. So I think the play is to retreat up the water. Let me see. It's a lot of noise here. I don't know if I can take on berserkers with this army that I have right now. I think I would need more mage locks. I would need my third stack. I think I'll pull back. We did just get a double pillage off. See what he does. Did we provoke him to attack us? Oh, baby, you. So what does he do here? See where those yellow markers go. Yeah, it looks like he popped back into his city, but that means we can pop down now and continue the fight. And we can be extra annoying. With this unit and start the pillage right now. Bring that mage lock down. Grab that, 70 gold. Stone walls, let's go ahead and found the city of the heirs of the dinosaurs. In terms of building, I would kind of like to build an academy. Which means it would be nice to build a research post, because I think research is a really important thing when you're playing on higher difficulties. So I'm going to switch this to a research post, which means my next improvement should probably be a quarry. And the mana here is a big deal. I think mana is so good. Opinion on sea treasure deep in sea being locked by battles. Who would waste resources to send a mini army randomly there? I mean, it's just randomly spawned galleon wreckage on the edge of the map. Normally they spawn like in between, like in these areas over here. It just so happened that a couple of them spawned up here, which makes them kind of like edge cases. I can see... I do like that you can fog scout in this game. Like there's a watchtower. You can find a lot of stuff in the fog of war. Watchtower. Possible city. Alright, what does he do here? The war shamans are honestly horrifying to deal with. I think what we do is we abort this. And we pull back to this tile. See if we can bait a single one of these armies to attack this guy. Let's grab another. I've got 2 mage locks, 2 melees. Yeah, that's fine. Soon we will go for a second army. Where am I putting that quarry? Now the Alchemist Lab likes unique improvements. Oh, do you know what I should have done? I should have built the Alchemist Lab here. Yeah, I'm going to build my Alchemist Lab on this tile right here, so I don't need it to change. That'll be fine. This bird looks bad? You mean the bird that's wearing a potato hat? Because I'm Potato McWhiskey. Don't wear it out. Right, there is a world tree over there. So something potential could happen about that. You can annex another province. Would like that to be a farm. I'm going to take a quarry. Because I want as many unique province improvements adjacent to this thing as possible. So mine, forester, quarry, farm. And that would get me plus 12. Because like the deep sea... Oh, I want to see what he does. Does he decide, oh, I only need to send one army here to take this on, or does he send both? Could definitely take one. I don't know about both. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's retry. Now, this is a water battle, so fire damage is pretty big here. The thing I really have to be scared of, though, is the fact that he has decaying weapons. Projectiles of decay. The 60% chance to inflict decaying is horrifying. So basically, anything ranged in this battle needs to die early. So like this Fury, these skirmishers, and this thing here. Now, I do have some big advantages. In that I am a human, and I can just retreat from this battle, but I don't want to. So I think the play is to move everyone over to the left. Let's start marking targets. Start forming something resembling a front line. We'll modify this as time goes on. You're going to position here. Yeah, that decaying is absolutely horrifying. God. So he's just going for it. Which is bad. Okay, I didn't realize he was just going to go for it. I thought he was going to give me a turn to set up, which means I need to move much more. I moved forward, I need to move back. So I didn't realize what the AI was going to do. So let's play a little bit more conservatively. And I think it would be good to take out this hero early. Big morale drop, avoids the death blast. And I think, what does he provide? He's an inspiring leader, super growth. He's got a lot of annoying traits. So I'm going to have to accept that I'll lose some units in this battle. My hope is I can roll and immobilize here on my suppression barrage. It's a very low chance, but if I roll any immobilizes here, and I rolled 2, it will slow the rate that his units can come. Okay. So mark target is a 5 range. One, two, three, four. Okay. What the heck? This does count as a shield unit, so it would be well positioned. Bottom right is Potato's face cam. Exactly. Okay, I need to think about my positioning here a little bit. White Wolf on the flanks. Provide a shield wall. You provide resistance. So the focus fire from my mage locks is going to have to be on point. He's got a second marked on him. I've always wondered, are you into Heroes of Might and Magic? Seems like your kind of thing. Yeah, I like Heroes of Might and Magic. All right, nice. So he's used up his projectiles of decay. It's rough. All right. So we cannot heal any units that have the decaying debuff. But we have a big advantage. His units are delayed over here on the left. I could go for another suppressing barrage. It's a very small chance that anything significant comes of that. The most important thing is that I take out units that can do... well, you need to be immobilized. That much is clear to me. But I also need to get in over here. Why are you so hard to hit? Is that a racial? Quick reflexes. Yep, it is a racial. Do we roll the subdue? Okay, none of his units can be subdued. What's the mage lock looking like? There's some potential here. I'm gonna fall back with you a little bit more and mark him again. I think I'm gonna hit him with a designate target because if I can kill this hero really quickly, boom. I'm on 65% chance. Boom. Okay. We took out that hero in a single turn. No Quake available. I'm going to move in with the wolf and drop a howl. This will weaken them. I'm going to move in with the spider to slaughter this guy as well. I need to finish him. So he'll counterattack, but this guy has blight resistance, which is perfect. Can you get the mark on him for me? Okay, that's perfect. So now he won't retaliate. Did he get blinded? He did not. If I rush forward with you, you'll get murked. Instead, what I'll do is I'll guarantee the kill. Ah! Brutal miss, dude. So he wasn't blinded, so he does have retaliations. He actually does more damage in retaliation than he does in normal. Let's mark him. 50 damage. And then let's engage him in melee. But we don't actually want to fight him, because now he will get really crappy melee attacks. That you can do damage, but it's not very good. That's brutal, because he's going to get to move now. And the decaying is starting to kick in. Yeah, these are the kind of crits I really didn't want to happen. So I think I just lost my wolf or my spider. I think it was the spider. That's what I'm talking about. These guys are scary. Nice. All right. I'm going to teleport the stone spirit in here. And I'm going to drop a fat earthquake. Boom. We'll kill this unit. This leaves these guys a little bit more open. I do need to kill these support units. Come on. A graze. Give me the kill. All right. Get this kill. So he's steadfast now, so he won't die. But that's okay. Get up into melee with him. You are flanking him. Let's sprint. Stepping this way would give me a 60% chance on him. I could get the kill on that Fury. Come on. Oh! Oops. Nope. Get that kill. Alright. And then you loop around and put this guy in a bad spot. And then I think we engage here. Let's get as much damage in as we can. Cannot heal you. I could subdue. Subduing this would be big. That takes a tier 2 unit out of the battle. I think the balance of power is shifting into my favor. He's going to do a lot of counterattack damage here, though. I'm going to lose some units. How many bodies from units that drop to see how much damage you could reduce from the enemy? There's not really a way to see a way to drop bodies. My morale dropped back to neutral. He is fumbling, though, as attacks, which is huge for me. Okay, I want you to mark this. Well, I can get the kill with this. So I don't need to kill this anymore. 32 damage on him. That's big. Could patch this guy up. If I mark him, that brings me up to 70%. So we have a decent chance of killing him. Not amazing, but a decent chance. Okay, the graze is rough. I should have marked him again. We can get the kill. And now my morale is high, meaning more crits. These guys are on the verge of breaking. Let's use a heal to try and keep as many of my units alive towards the end of the battle as possible. And I'm going to position my hero in the best place he can be for a shot next turn. Yeah, they're full on routing. I'm not going to claim victory immediately because there is a chance that I can subdue another unit if I can get an immobilize roll. So, immobilize you. And immobilize you. I would like to steal these war shamans. Mark him. Oops, that was a misclick. We'll mark him too. You go forward. Can you get a mark? There we go. And then get that kill. So we've immobilized them. I'm just going to let the turn roll. He didn't get immobilized. Damn it. Alright. Ah. He can't be affected. I will be taking that War Shaman though because they're incredibly good. So what does subduing do? So subduing basically stuns the creature as long as the unit that subdues it stays alive. So I lost my excess units, which is fine. And then at the end of the battle, you get a chance to recruit it. But that'll happen on my turn, I think. Yeah, so I can recruit this War Shaman for 40 right now. And I am going to go ahead and recruit him. This is a Reaver unique mechanic. Ooh, I could gain 17 knowledge per turn. That's a lot of knowledge per turn for not having to do anything at a cost of a very small amount of stability. But basically, now I have a War Shaman. It is of the Ratty Swarmer per faction, which isn't bad though, because the Ratty Swarmers have Projectiles of Decay, Super Growth. He also comes with Invigorate, which gives temporary hit points, strengthened, and regeneration. So not bad. Why couldn't he be affected? I'm not sure. I don't know what the rules about subduing are, to be frank with you. I do want to check in, like, what is this? Yeah, I had a feeling there'd be a bunch of Tide Spirits in here. I could clear this, and it would be worth a lot. But I think I'm going to move in slowly. Onto my enemy's territory. Let's get another mercenary and a harrier. Remember, we are a tier 1 spam faction. I think I'm going to get an inflictor as well. Well, I'll get that after. Would like to get my draft up in this city, so I think a blacksmith is due. We'll hurry this because that'll save a turn. It's 8 gold to shave a turn off when we get to benefit from that thing, right? I think generally I'm managing my economy pretty well right now. I really want that alchemist lab. Ooh, a food cache. Perfect. 77 food. There's one of the seals. If you capture enough of these and hold them for long enough, you do win the game. My hardware has been having some UI bugs, by the way, so if you see weirdness, don't worry about that. I'm literally the only person I've seen talking about it. We do have 3 research cycles here, but none of these are particularly interesting to me. I mean, engraving a focus is handy. Because if I check... I don't think the Houndmaster will benefit from that, so I think I will take the Engraving of Focus, because this will allow me to use units from other factions and have a little bit of synergy. I'm not going to summon irregulars, though. We captured another guy. We don't want to grant freedom. But these guys have fantastic equipment that we eventually want to make use of. Halberg has sent a war party, which is fantastic, because we're going to be able to fight them now. Ooh, shit. We don't want to be inside this. Let me abort that and move over here and pillage this instead. We would love to clear this. It's quite a lot of noise, though. Houndmasters shouldn't be a Reaver unit. I'm going to let him approach another turn. Has to be very carefully done. But yeah, the Houndmaster doesn't have focused aggression. Somebody has captured a seal. All the way over here. So yeah, the AI is doing work in the Fog of War. Let's put you in the army here with you. This guy must be close to a level, because he must be getting so much XP from all these huge fights he's been fighting. I can finally recruit a second hero. Beast Trainer is interesting to me. I do like the idea of a Beast Trainer. And he comes with a Mage Lock and Archery 1. So he fits the theme quite well. He's also got a little pirate hat, which I appreciate. So I'm going to give him the governorship of Voxengrad, which means we can like hire dire penguins, plague serpents, but in particular I'm kind of interested in the like young caustic worm. And stuff like that. Probably never really going to come up in a day-to-day thing, but there might be situations in which we want penguins. So we did start with a quarry in this city, which means I'm going to go ahead and build a mana forge, because that's mana and production. It's one of our unique buildings. And I think we're going to start pumping out mercenaries and harriers. I think in order to try to control this space, we need to be constantly recruiting tier 1 units to outproduce this guy and have a chance to, well, just to beat him, really. I guess I could, in theory, go fight this guy. I would rather him attack me, because the more time that passes, the better position I'm in. I really need to get control of the this though, the Tranquility Pool, because the Tranquility Pool will give me extra forgeable item abilities. Ooh, possible shipwreck. I really do need to learn road building, but I also want Master Masons. Materium Mines giving mana too is really nice. Why would you not want penguins? Because they cost mana to recruit. They're kind of expensive. And they don't really fit the rest of my build, so... There are situations in which they might be okay. Okay. This is a bit of a problem. Thankfully, this is technically a naval unit, so I don't think it can come onto land. Although... maybe it can. Yeah, the Kraken. Well, the problem is, like, we've got a lot of crises happening. And Halberg is number one because it's going to keep sending stuff at us. So I think stabilizing in the combat with Halberg is important. I also need to get a city out here somewhere. So I think that might be part of my plans. We did blow up the fish farm. So he's going for it, which means I can go for him. Unless I really need to kill this. I mean, this would kill me another hero with items. And get me another chance to level up. Also a chance for this guy to level up. So I may just go take this fight. I'm not willing to lose units. Not without having manually fought the battle. I'm totally willing to accept losses if it was my fault. I think the big thing is to push left. And make a solid front line. Put the dog to the front. Want to mark that barbarian. So the annoying thing about barbarians is they always take at least 2 turns to take out. So I really just don't want to lose anything, so I'm going to pull back units that I think are in danger. Like you. We'll mark him. Can we get another marked? Perfect. 70% chance hit. 55% chance hit. You can't get in range, so if you step forward a tile and then take aim, you can mark him. And then it's an 80% chance. You can invigorate for 10% damage. So 45 damage. A graze. That's rough. I really need to trigger that steadfast this turn. See if we can. Perfect. We triggered his berserk and his steadfast. Good God. Get into melee with him and prevent him from going anywhere. Make an elemental. Get it to melee. Oh, no. I don't want to be in melee. I want to be up close. I want to freeze this guy. Okay, we missed. Let's also drop a potential immobilize. Nice, we immobilized. Big. So we want to stay out of the range of this archer. There's the marked. Get up there. Why are accuracies so bad? The accuracies are so bad because the enemy has quick reflexes, 25%. Right, big damage there. Not good. Okay, I don't mind the dog dying. I don't like him dying. Alright, I lose a spearman. Get that kill. Get up there and fight him. You mark him. You get up there and mark him. You get up there and mark him. So does he have to be hurt to be subdued, I wonder? Nice meme, dude. No, I just don't think he can be affected. Oops. Yeah. I lost exactly as many units as I did as the auto-resolver. It's okay. These barbed units are hard to deal with, honestly. Okay, what have we got here? Long range, quick reflexes, defense is obscured by obstacle. What is he obscured by? Here's what we can do, though. We can drive him back into our line of fire. Now it's down to 60% only. Mark him. Mark him. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot. Get up to melee. Good shot. Nice. Feeling good about the current status of the battle. We shouldn't lose any more units. Very nice. Lovely. Flanking attack is big. Go ahead and mark him. Look at a single decay attack did this to my Harriers. Decay is insane. Let's bring you guys forward because you can mark him. Should break him. He's close to being broken. What does marking do? Marking, for the Reavers, it for most Reaver units, you will do 10% more damage per stack of marked. It's almost basically the exact same outcome. 10% damage for each stack of marked, and enemies are, you have a 10% better chance to hit them with your ranged attacks. So you jump there. You jump there, you jump there. Let's get the academy. We want that 20 knowledge income. It's a big deal. There is some loot around here that I'm quite happy with. We captured even more heroes. Our crypt is going to be looking pretty good, as is our prison. What's yellow HP? Yellow is HP that they're going to recover this turn. That's healing. They're inside my territory, so they're going to heal pretty quick. And he has a horn of healing. Okay. Thing is, these guys rebuild units so quickly. Like, these barbs are really hard to deal with. Fumigation would help me with sieging. Status protection. Fumigation is good. Lots of poison damage when we siege a city. I mean, I think I am benefiting from all this fighting. It's like, I wish my units leveled up a little faster. It's just the fights have been so brutal, so close. We did get the engraving of focus. We're working on fumigation. Let's cast the engraving of focus. It's a fairly cheap upgrade to our army, in particular if we start recruiting non-Reaver units. I mean, this is brutal difficulty, right? So these guys are going to be particularly savage. Taking this stuff on will be rough. I really need to take on the city itself. It would obviously be better to pay these guys off, but now I'm kind of like too invested in the war. We can wait a turn to fight this. I'd like to attack with 3 stacks, so I'm going to play around, keep fighting them on the edges, look for easy kills. We do have 2 cities recruiting now. Would love to get my 3rd city. I might migrate Halberg, honestly. All those birds didn't die for nothing. Yeah, exactly. Wave after wave of my birdmen. Have been poured into the breaches. And you think I'm going to let their deaths mean nothing? So I get a Materium boon, a barbed shield, or gain a stone spirit. It's a tier 3. Sounds like the most ridiculous thing ever. Literally don't care about those benefits. Okay. I'm going to take a forester because the forester should allow me to build the storehouse and a library. I'm going to focus on the library because tech, I think, is the way I get out of my hole here. Ooh, we could get a free kill. We could get a wipe on this stack here, which would open up the city siege. I think we take it. It's a golden opportunity. What's the auto look like? 3 units. Good God. So, every single unit here is high threat except for this warrior. And Thorak Thundermaw. He does a decent amount of damage, but he's genuinely not scary. Wait, what tier sword is that? It's a tier 2 sword, so he's not terrifying, but he's also not... He's not nothing. Okay? Put it to you that way. Right, my support units are over here in this stack, and my observer is here, so I'm going to try and fight around this rock. I think marking that barb is the play. Hound to the front, Hound Master over here. Move, move, move. Figure 8 potential. Move, move, move. Move, move, move. Move, move, move. Just generally move this. Mark the hero. So what the marked debuff does is it gives them minus 10% evasion, which lowers, or in other words, gives my units plus 10% chance to hit. But also because I'm a Reaver, I don't know if this applies to the dogs, it does not. Because I am a Reaver, it also gives me focused aggression, which is a 10% extra damage per stack of marked. So it is extremely efficient to spread the marked debuff. Okay, so he just took another marked. They wasted 2 actions on a useless dog. Let's have a little think about this. Pull back with my observers. How many marks does he have? If I were to use designate target on this guy, he would become distracted, meaning now all attacks on him are flanking. We're getting a 50% damage boost from focused aggression. We're getting a 25% damage boost from flanked. So a 70 damage shot. Isn't designate overkill? Not if we want to kill him with the minimum number of actions. So now we can kill him with 2 actions rather than 3. Mark him. Let's do an invigorate here. Are actions valued over spells? I would say so. In this scenario? Only a 3 marks for a 15%. Alright, let's position this overseer behind and then ward. We are going to take that shot, it's just a matter of when. Okay. Immobilize him. %. Oh God! Jesus Christ! Listen. I ain't living with a miss that bad, okay? Good God. Did you just murk your own unit? Yep. With great damage comes great responsibility. You're telling me, dude. Whew. Owie. A little invigoration. This time, I'll mark target. I'll summon an elemental. But when I get up here, wait, undo. How are you in a zone of control? What is your chance to freeze? 90%. You missed. I hate you. Alright, we'll get the Doge to intercept the Berserker. That buys us an extra turn to deal with him. Three stacks of decaying, meaning you're losing 30 health per turn, so you need to exit the battle. No, you've one stack of decaying. Sorry. Why don't you move over to here and mark him? Get him immobilized. 20% chance. Mark him. Designate him as a target. You get there. Shoot him. He's marked and blinded. Oh yeah. Come on. Perfect. Alright, let's see how this rolls out. Okay, the dog died. Oh, man! He's got 5 marks on him. Let's slippery move one step closer. Need to get rid of these ranged units. Designate target. Designating target. Big slam. Get up here and slap this archer. What's his marked at? His marks are at 3. I'll mark him again. And then come up. And you mark him again. 60%. Nice. Definitely get that 45 damage in. God, his retaliation is insane. Just fortify. You, on the other hand, you can kill. The super growth is insane for the neutral cities. No, live! Son of a bitch. Sorry. Why didn't I just auto-resolve this? Didn't I get a better outcome than this? Maybe, I don't remember. Very nice. Come on. Apparently if you one-shot them. I lost the Houndmaster, and honestly the Houndmaster isn't very good. But I think that was overall a kind of win. I'm pretty okay with that outcome. You can annex another province. You have your alchemist lab. I would like to build the Reaver Manufactorum. I think I'm going to put it on this forester right here. I'll hurry production to finish that. And then I think this 15 gold is kind of important. Although the growth has like slowed down severely. So I think getting the granary is a pretty big deal. Now, the Reaver Manufactorium is a unique building for these guys. It gives gold and draft. I could also get 10 mana out of it. But let's have a look here. 25% chance to gain a unit when we kill a thing. Getting a bandit army right now could be the thing that seals this war for me. Even if it's just like a complete random assimilation of units. The amount of power that I get out of this and being able to just obliterate Halberg could be extremely useful. This hero leveled up. I think it's pretty natural to go for marked target. It gives him something to do when he moves. We did capture the remains of Thorak Thundermaw. We're going to sell those remains. Don't need to summon irregulars. Ooh, actually, I do like the sensing range. I will grab that. It helps with scouting and also seeing which nodes are still occupied by enemy BS. But yeah, our money is bad right now. My hope is that by pillaging and potentially raising and then resettling this city, we might make a nice play here. The free city is kind of vulnerable, but kind of not. I think I raise for the money. One thing I need to do is to start tracking the Seals victory. So I can see if anyone's getting close to winning. So I do have the Afflictor now, which is a really cool unit. It's a repeating crossbow, so it's a little bit more mobile than my usual units. It does physical and poison damage, and it also has the miasma shot, so it has a chance to do afflicting miasma on the hex. Or rather, it does afflicting miasma, which allows it to move and do an attack. And a single miasma shot is actually better than a repeater crossbow shot, so it's quite good. Have you run into Mr. Hippie or any character you made for promotion ideas in your campaigns? I ran into the Grabby Horde guy quite a lot, because he was actually a character that I played a bit. But I haven't ran into Mr. Hit Me. Mostly because his build actually relies on the items rather than the hero. Honestly, the observers have been extremely useful, so if I can get one to add it to the fights right now, it'd be pretty good. I will need another forester in this land. I think it might be good to go to the fish farm, though. Because that could let me get the Masonic Hall, which would let me speed up the rate at which I build everything. So that's going to go straight to the top of the queue. I guess I'll get myself another overseer. put the city under siege. We're going to do a fumigation. Harass the defenders. And siege guns. Hell yeah. Let's go. There's fumigation. Material refinery would give me knowledge and gold. Afflicting miasma. Dispersing afflicting miasma can be a great spell. I need to deal with these Forsaken Coves. They are gold spawners, which makes them really tough. Let's keep on pillaging. It's worth a lot of money to us. There's the barbarian stack. I'll send you to go scout because you could potentially return a bit of cash on us. And there's also other things to pick up like that research cash right there. Things are going okay. We are going to raise the city and then see if we can take out this Forsaken Cove and then rebuild the city here and make a really, really nice coastal city. Maybe? Yeah, there's a couple of forests here that would help us build a coastal. Ah. These outriders are definitely worth sending off. To scout for me as well. 2 turns until the siege is complete. Have to keep producing units. It's very necessary. Our faction makes, you know, a lot of our money through fighting. A lot of our resources and abilities come through warfare. Late game Age of Wonders is building doom stacks of good auto-resolve armies. And just not fighting very many battles unless you really want to. So we can do some slight optimization. If I take out the 2 fully healed units from this army and move these 2 damage units into here, they will get a tick of healing. We can take the scout out this way. We're going to get some really nice scouting done now. Well, keep in mind, I've been playing like a while, and this is all I've revealed. I'm also not the best at this game. I'm okay. Nowhere near the best. So we can now go for our tier 2 tome. I definitely feel like Chaos and Materium tomes fit us pretty well. The tome with the construct could be really fun to play with. We don't really have much in the way of constructs at the moment. So I don't know if that really is the direction. We could go for the Tome of the Beacon for the Mighty Meek, which fits our tier 1 spam. Tithe Collector is pretty good. It's a lot of gold. Has some synergy. Tome of the Construct is really cool because it's a new one and we will get access to the Bronze Golem, but we didn't go for the Copper Golem. I am a big fan of the Tome of Artificing. The Golem Mine, it's a baseline gold. We also get access to Siege Magic and a 30% critical hit chance. Artisan Armaments is crazy. The Tome of the Winds got some buffs though. Plus, this is good for a water map. Tome of the Winds, I think, still needs buffs. The Zephyr Archer is not strong enough to really make it worth. And I don't think the Tome of Mayhem really synergizes with our build. I mean, actually, Fumble counters Fortune, and right now we have a survivability problem. So if we can get rid of enemies fumbling, a 45% fumble chance is insane for survivability. And the fact that it would make my battle mages, and well, mostly my support units being able to apply that is crazy. Because that's on top, which makes their attacks way more useful. What else we have? Tome of Summoning. Tome of Scrying. Now the Tome of Scrying is actually quite good because enemies in a 1 hex radius gain 2 marked. Guided projectiles also ignore the accuracy penalties from obscuring. Which can be a situational 40% damage increase. And the Watcher also has Psychic Gaze. I think the Tome of Scrying makes our mage locks go to like the next tier, but is it really that good? Like, here's the thing, we're picking this. If we pick the Tome of Scrying, we're taking it for Mental Mark and Guided Projectiles. Everything else is basically not very useful. The Watcher is okay, but the problem is it's a tier 3 with 20 mana upkeep. It's just like unsustainable. Oh wow. Summon a Corrupt Soul. The Tome of Necromancy got some buffs. Lightbringer, Mighty Meek. I don't think I really have much synergy with these. Or these. Or this. Linked Minds is pretty good. Makes units immune to flanking. And it also allows you to cascade defend. Compounding defense would make my pikemen stronger, but I think the Tome of Artificing here is super good. The combination of siege magic with artisan armaments means we'll be able to rip down cities faster, and we'll be able to have a 30% critical hit chance. And then we can pick up some other things from other books. The Golem mine is really nice for gold too. But I really like the Tome of Scrying here for a guided projectile, so I'm going to take the Tome of Scrying.
Awaken your mind's eye to
Guided projectiles is insane. Do I want to lock the Watcher? I think I'll lock the Watcher and take guided projectiles. I'm going to grab a farm in here. Guided projectiles will push my my mage locks to the next level. Like the fact that they won't have to worry about missing. Being able to do that kind of damage is in a way its own survivability. And then if I add extra crit chance on top of that, we'll be able to just do insane damage. I'm hoping I can auto-resolve. If I only lose if I lose 2 to 3 tier 1 units, I'm going to be happy with that auto-resolve. I will look for your brother. This actually should be a pretty easy fight, considering we'll get a gold reward. Alright, hoping for an easy fight. Oh! Don't even have to fight it. We take the city. Now, I could migrate it, or I could raise. I think raising fits me better. That's 800 gold over 4 turns. Real quick. No, we don't have war slaves. We should definitely take battlefield looting, because that'll give us a bit of sustain. So I need the money, so I'm going to raise. But I don't have to stay here and raise. Because I can totally look to kill some of their other units nearby. Scout for me, my friend. I think I'm going to put some of these guys on auto-explore. It's a little bit too much micro for me now at this point, and I don't care that much. We got the Masonic Hall. So, what do we want to do with these armies now? God, 174 health. Man. I'm going to get you outside their territory so you heal faster. I'll get you outside their territory too, and you can stay here and hold that. Right, we got a storehouse over here. I think the shipyard is a great build here for 10 gold. And we're also going to take the vendor. So this will slowly but surely increase our gold income. My ruler leveled up. I think defensive training is a great pick as a strength training because he's leading an army. He is also really viable towards some of these things down here. Thank you so much for the Prime. Hey, any Twitch primers right now? I've been streaming 3 hours. Give me some primes. Right, defensive training. I like defensive training because it gives my units more effective HP. And effective HP is useful because the more health a unit has, the more damage they can stay alive to do. Alright, let's have a look. I collected his remains. Let's sell his remains for a bit of cash. Can I Twitch Prime on YouTube? I'm going to let you think about that one for a minute. So I don't need mounts. Don't need the Ring of Resistance. Chestplate of Vitality is actually pretty damn good. Regular helmet, chestplate of Vitality. Leather armor is not very good. Robe of Resistance is alright. Helmet's okay. We do have a spare mage lock. So we have a ton of these points. Can I make a really nice armor item? No, not yet. I need to get a actual thing. Ooh, a hype train. Woo! Thank you, Witch Doctor, for the Twitch Prime. That's my content creator helmet. It's a potato. He's wearing a potato. Like that cat wearing a melon meme. That was literally how I described my desire to the developers when they were designing it. They were like, what kind of helmet do you want? And I posted the cat wearing a melon meme. And I said, this but a potato. And they were all too happy to oblige. Slightly too enthusiastic, one might say. I think I'm going to cancel some of these units maybe. They're going to come out anyway. I do need to get some kills. This right here is a loot box filled with money. Honestly, I'm okay with the Night Guard dying. And I'm okay with the Mercenary dying because it might save me some upkeep. For units I actually want. I'm going to stop recruiting for a while. Let my income recover. I despise Amazon, so I don't have Prime. But here you go. Also, yes, I'm aware Twitch is owned by Amazon. Thank you, Shimakazarabear. Thank you. Alrighty. Where do we go next? Well, I think we go clear this out next. God. So many things we need to do. I do want to keep the Afflictor. The Spellbreak is expensive and it's not really suiting my build, so I'm kind of okay with maybe disbanding it. It costs 20 per turn. It's so expensive and it doesn't really fit my build, I'm going to drop him. It is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but these guys serve their purpose. I did say I was going to stop recruiting units, but I am going to recruit like another little bit. Send welcome gifts. Don't mind the UI going a little crazy. That's just a me thing. Has to do with my hardware. Overheating. Because I need to go in there and fix it. Right. We're going to be coming into conflict with Mishara the Radiant soon. So I think a declaration of rivalry is quite palatable here. She is the weakest military in the game. I will give her a threatening welcome. She's military 8, expansion 4. I'm military 9, expansion 9. Yeah, I think I can take her. She's one of the weakest players in the game. And I have a brain. If I only had a brain. Right. This should be a fairly hard fight. Deep Sea Nemu. Hold on. Okay. A single spearman for this, plus a possible Tide Spirit capture. He is elite. He is about to upgrade to become a Tide Spirit. Do I want that? Probably not. Nice, a bit of food, wand of poison darts. This will give my hero the ability to move and attack on certain turns. So I think having this or a magic missile wand would be really good. In fact, I'm going to immediately now go and make a wand of magic missile for my other hero, because it's good to have an attack that you can move and do. It opens up strategic options. All right. I think I'd like to clear this out as well. Yeah, I'll go for this one. Right, you can annex another province. Oh, this is cleared, I think. Is it inside? No, it's inside the barb stuff. So it'll get pillaged. Probably good to get a second farm. And so I will. Because that second farm will open up the possibility of a market play. Which we will do. The Reavers excel at going to war, so that's why I'm not trying to have good diplomacy with people. This Dread Spider hatchling is getting deleted because it's just going to cost me money. The Forge is a brand new update to the game, for sure. All right. I'm gonna take you out of the battle. It's too easy for you to die. You know what? We're gonna pop back to heal, lick our wounds, and think about our next move. I've been spending a lot of time on the old conquest front. It might be good for me to go found another city. I'm probably going to found a city in the ruins of Hamburg. Halberg? Hamburg. That's a place in Germany. Let's take the fish shipyard and the market. We want that gold income. It's important. Let's see. Breastplate of the champion. Mines grant money. Cheaper city structures could help me a lot, actually, over the course of the game. 20% cheaper buildings. Especially if they're boosted. Big deal. There's a silver tongue fruit over here that I would like to get, but I think I would like that to be its own city. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the... I'm going to build a city here, but then I'm going to move on. And part of the reason I'm building cities here... Oh, I should go and unlock this, so cities found twice as fast, and they get +1 population. Oh, I spent that money. Does it require a hero? No. So I can just leave a shitty scout unit there. This may have been a mistake. Going into the water here. It absolutely was. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. Too bad that autosave didn't go through, right? Oh, damn, we crashed. Oh, so unlucky. We had to go back to that autosave. Oof. Such a shame. Unlucky. You know, it happens sometimes. Actually, but this is actually a really good jumping off point because I've been streaming for about 3 hours and it's coming up to the time where I should finish up anyway. But hope you guys really enjoyed this. First look, would you guys, hey, I want to poll, would you guys like to see more streams? Let's see. Would you like me to finish out this game live stream wise? I know. Look, it's nearly 9:20, and I'm gonna go decompress. And part of the reason is a lot of the time in the past I would overstream and overcreate content to burn myself out. But like 3 hours, that's a great stream, dude. We did it. I still feel fresh. I'm not going to feel like I burnt myself out, and instead we'll try to do like 3 hour chunks or something. Because tomorrow I could probably do like maybe another 3, maybe 4 hours. Yeah. Glad you guys enjoyed the stream. Love you all very much. Do drop the Twitch Primes. Anyone I missed saying thank you for the Twitch Prime or the sub, I apologize. Catch you guys later. I don't know how to host, so just go watch other cool people. All right, I'm not a hosting man. All right, I'm a rock, an island. No man is an island. All right, I love you all very much, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.